Earlier this evening, I've been with John Calabrese of Hughes Television Network, and we sat down and took a look at some of the highlights of the games played to date. Thought you might like to see a recap of exactly what the Stanley Cup Series has been from a Rangers standpoint as far as the highlights are concerned since the beginning. You might recall, it seems like so far back, wasn't that long ago, Rangers opened up against the Los Angeles Kings, then Philadelphia, then, of course, this series with the Islanders. Let's take a look, starting first of all with that second game with the Rangers going to Los Angeles, leading 1-0.
Espo in front. Pass out in front.
Take a second look. And look at the work along the boards. Esposito positioning himself right out in front. And his wings do the work. The time he is being pulled down. An incredible play for him. Esposito's only goal in overtime in his entire career during the playoffs. The big test yet to come, the Philadelphia Flyers and the Rangers. The Flyers, of course, had finished up in the number 2 spot, ousting the Rangers over the last couple of weeks of the season. Everybody said they had a lock on this series. Well, almost everybody. Number 30 didn't believe it. Robbie Moore came up in the tail end of the season, had done a fine job against Vancouver, and they looked like he was going to give him a lot of trouble. There's the man in the middle, a guy who made all the difference in the world as far as Bill Chadwick is concerned. He set the stage, refused to allow bullying on the ice, and let the Rangers play their game. And what a game they played. Look at the checking work. This is to mark the Rangers all the way through the Stanley Cup playoffs. However, Linsman comes away in overtime, sets up a screen, and really gets a beautiful goal. Despite the work of John Davidson and company, and they had been the superior team that night, they lost the game. The question in a lot of minds was, could the Rangers come back on Flyer ice after a very disappointing loss like that, after playing the Flyers very well, as a matter of fact, outplaying? And this young man made the difference. Bobby Sheehan. He stirs up nothing but trouble out on the ice. And most important man. Referee Bruce Hood kept up the same kind of refereeing Ron Wicks had in the first game, refusing to allow either team to throw the body too hard, keeping the stick play to a minimum. In other words, making them play hockey. Moore hadn't been all that bad in the first game. He wasn't going to be that good in the second. Beautiful steal by Grester. Watch him put it on his forehand, most unusual in a situation like this. Moore never had a chance, not against that kind of a move. Greshner had just rounded into shape at the end of that game, at the end of the season, just in time for that game. The final score, 7-1. Now the action switches over. You can tell by the color of the uniforms, and you can tell by the crowd as well. Madison Square Garden. The Rangers, incomprehensibly to some, had managed to split the series in Philadelphia. Was it luck? Just one hot game? John Davidson had the answer, along with Dave Maloney, of course. Wayne Stevenson back in the net after Robbie Moore had the bad spell against the Rangers the night before. Esposito getting the puck loose. Watch this tip in from out in front. Vadnais shot, and Don Maloney is there. Stevenson never had a chance. A perfect setup by Vadnais, perfect goal by Maloney. He wasn't finished. Rangers' hard checking style had made the difference in the entire series and continued to. Here's Maloney simply out racing his man for the puck. And with all the aplomb in the world, all the coolness, blew it right by the goaltender. Big surprise in the hockey world. 5-1 Rangers, 2-1 Rangers as far as the series was concerned. Which brought us to game number 4. Stanley Cup play has a habit of uncovering people who nobody ever expects to be heroes. It's happened so many times in the past. And a hard-working forward for the New York Rangers, who didn't see all that much ice time during the regular season, turned out to be a beauty. His name is Eddie Johnstone. Drop pass out in front. Here's Murdoch. A beautiful goal, a little bit of a butterfly that just got by the goaltender as it took off. Now watch for John Stone. You'll see him come up in your picture right out in front of the net. Vadnais here does the horse work, keeping the puck in play. There's John Stone just reversing. Next time you see him, the puck will be on his stick. And look at the way he holds here, like a veteran. He is, and it is in. Long shot by Leach. Here's the kind of save that Davidson was making all night long. But the next one you'll see perhaps tells the story of the entire series. You had the feeling if this one had gone in, well, it might have been a whole different kind of a game. The stop. The crossbar. The post. And Bobby Clarke, of all people, couldn't get his stick down. And the Rangers go on to win the game. 6-0. Big game at Philadelphia came up next. This is the one that the Rangers really began to look shaky in for the first time and only toward the tail end. But they showed the kind of character they developed over the past couple of months when they came on strong to hold off a charging Philadelphia team who looked to be totally out of it, and they were not. Wayne Stevenson again in goal. Wally Harris the referee, and again the referee inconsistent here as well. This is Ben Wilson, and this is the goal that really began to make the Rangers think a bit. The third goal, just when the Rangers looked like they were going to blow them out completely. Second look at it. Tremendous blast. The Rangers suddenly found themselves in a little bit of jeopardy. The crowd came alive.
Watson carries it in. Shot. Save Davidson. Parrish up to his wing. Hickey fighting for possession with Clarke. It's free to Vadnais. Duguay's wide on the left as Vadnais comes in. Duguay. Shot. Vadnais scores! Darryl Vadnais scores!
The handshake. Philadelphia is out. The Rangers are in. In against the New York Islanders. The Subway Series, bringing back memories of Dodgers and Giants a few years back. After all, the Islanders shouldn't have much trouble. Series opens up on home ice. They've been almost unbeatable there throughout the whole year. A lot of fans forgot that the Rangers had managed to do it a couple of times. Here's the way they did it in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Tremendous blast by Murdoch. Matter of fact, Murdoch and Johnstone began to become a team as far as big goals are concerned. This is Vadnais from the point. Eddie Johnstone. And the Rangers shocked the Islanders 4-1. That nearly destroyed Davidson. For the Islander faithful, a fast exit. Okay, big game. Game number 2. The Islanders again have the so-called home ice advantage. It hasn't proven to be much of anything for the Philadelphia Flyers nor the New York Islanders. Right out in front. Don Maloney reaches for it. Esposito. The tying goal. And it looks like the Rangers are setting up the sweep. But one of those hockey breaks. Watch the path of the puck with Vadnais in front in good blocking position. There, it's deflected. And Davidson never could recover. An overtime goal for the Islanders, an overtime win. 4-3. All the fans and all the experts agreed the Rangers deserved to win the game. Tuesday night, Madison Square Garden. The Rangers at home for the first time against the Islanders. A lot of talk between the games from the Islanders and about the Islanders, how they'd been flat. The Rangers sort of shook their heads. They didn't think the Islanders had played all that badly. They thought the secret was that the Rangers had played that well. There's a difference between being flat and being beaten. It was up to the Rangers to find out if they could do it again. Glenn Resch, one of the best. But sometimes even the best can't help. He does everything he can against Vickers, including intimidating Steve a bit. And one of the most spectacular recoveries you'll ever see in hockey. Watch Potvin try to block, but Vickers is too quick. And that one told the story of the game as much as anything. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back here with the start of the overtime period in just a moment. I hope you enjoyed those highlights. A really big thank you to Mike Carlucci of UA Columbia, who saved some of those gems for us, helped us put it together. Johnny Calabrese did some fine editing along with the Hughes Television Network staff this afternoon. Thank you all. It was fun.
This is now the 4th overtime game for the Rangers in the playoffs. They have won 1 and lost 2. But I'd say that this one is the most important one. There's a guy, I believe, that's been the difference in this hockey game, Billy Smith. He has come up with dandies. The guy on the other end hasn't been too dusty either. He's come up with a few. And that's what wins playoff games.
In case you're with us for the first time tonight in hockey and playoffs, sudden death is exactly that. It is scheduled to be a 20-minute hockey period. If nobody scores, it goes 20 minutes, and then another 20 minutes. If somebody scores, it goes no place at all.
Jim, I refereed the second longest game in the history of the National Hockey League. It was 68 minutes. That was 3 full overtime periods plus 8 minutes. And I'm telling you, I was tired.
I'll bet you were. Bill, in that kind of a game, did they go all out? Was it defensive or what?
All out.
Incredible.
Incredible hockey. I believe Maurice, the Rocket Richard, scored the winner, and there's Eddie Westfall. He has announced his retirement after this playoff series. A great credit to the game, a great gentleman, and a great hockey player.
Okay, remember the first one goes in is the last one that goes in tonight. And we are ready to go. Hang in there. Carol Vadnais with the puck. And sends it in. Lorimer. Taken away by Hedberg. Gillies muscles it up. Trottier with Bossy wide on the right. Gillies going for the net. Taken away by the Rangers. Vadnais, good. Just picked his pocket. Vickers on the off wing. He can play right wing. Potvin lost his edge. Trottier's after the puck. Lost it behind the net. Bossy's got it. Hedberg breaks up the pass out. Hedberg and Lorimer. And a frozen puck, Islanders end.
Bob Lorimer taking a regular shift with Dennis Potvin and doing quite a job, as all the young defensemen in this series have been doing. McHugh, Mawa, Maloney. The veterans, Greshner and Vadnais for the Rangers. Potvin, Dave Lewis, an underrated defenseman for the Islanders.
Bill, although the Islanders have won one of these games, I think this is the best effort they've had against the Rangers tonight.
It'd be a shame for either one of these teams to lose this hockey game.
Here comes Lewis. Up into the crowd. He missed the glass. And fortunately missed all the paying customers as well. That one was flying. Face-off will be just across the Ranger blue line. Esposito with Murdoch and Maloney. Sent in by Price. Davidson. Mike McEwen. Hedmanning. Smith plays the puck off the backboards. Just missed Kazicki in center zone. McEwen again. McEwen. Shot off a stick, high in the air and into the crowd.
That was a dangerous play for the Islanders. Dave Lewis just got his foot in front of that shot. Mike McEwen with a good scoring opportunity.
There are no words to describe what has happened to McEwen. Apparently overnight, although obviously it's been happening all season long. Sudden maturation of this young man. He has gone from a player who occasionally seemed tentative out there A little bit worried about making the move to guys in total command. What a series he's had.
Mike McCune in his 3rd year with the Rangers, and he is just 22 years of age.
.53 to go. Sudden death overtime. Madison Square Garden. Puck is in the Islanders' end. Bob Bourne. Duguay almost stole that one. He gambled and almost made it pay off. Shot by Hickey from behind the blue line is wide. Duguay on right wing. Turns the corner. Hickey is there. Nystrom and Greshner. And it comes free where it's popped at by Sheehan. And it is fought for there. Sheehan comes loose. Hickey. Dugay's way inside. They'll have to hold Dickens back out again. Vadnais turns it in just in time. Nope, offside. Not in time. Offside.
Face off just in center zone, almost on the center line, almost on the red line. A new lease on life for Bobby Sheehan.
Must be a lot of National Hockey League scouts wondering why they didn't see this before about Bobby Sheehan.
He's been up and down like a yo-yo with about 6 different hockey clubs.
Hart. There's Sheehan forechecking. Checked by Hickey. Play in the Islanders' end. Here they come. 2-on-2. In front, knocked aside. Vadnais trying to wipe out Nystrom. Takes him into the corner. This is now Greshner. Merrick on Greshner's tail. Out to the wing. Hickey. Duguay looking for the headman pass. Just holds up the blue line. Tremendous effort by Duguay to stop. Hickey in front. Save. Hart wipes out Hickey. Here comes Merrick. Duguay takes a piece of him. This is Bourne to Nystrom. Poke checked away by Tkachuk. Pearson ahead as the Islanders go for a change. Puck is carried by Dave Maloney. Shot. Blocked. Potvin is back. Gillies. And sent into the Rangers' end. 17-18 to go in the overtime period. Marois. Knocked away by Gillies. Across by Hedberg. It'll come back to center zone. Takes a check by Trottier. Tkachuk puts his man down, comes away. Tkachuk goes in. Tries to drop one back for Vickers and could not. This is Gillies. Potvin, always tough. Drop pass. Tkachuk, or Hedberg rather, puts it out. Took a high check from Trottier in that one. Elbow up high. Vickers steals. Rangers are onside. They got Hedberg in front. Vickers tries to find him. It goes through. And Gillies sends it back across center zone. Dave Maloney in front of Bossy. This is Marois. Overtime. Sudden death. Sent in. Shot Maloney. Wide. Back to center zone. Look out. One-on-one. Open net. Score. Bob Nystrom.
John Davidson taking a calculated risk, coming out to try to beat Nystrom to the puck. He lost, and this hockey game is over, and for the second time in this series, the Islanders come back in overtime to win it, 3-2. Nystrom gets the goal. A bang-bang play, and Nystrom broke out of the zone. There it is. There was a save on Don Maloney. Now the puck comes up the other end. There's Nystrom in the center of your screen. And he's going all alone. The puck is free. Davidson comes out. Actually, he touched the puck first. It went up in the air. Nystrom's glove came off. Or is that Davidson?
Doesn't make a great deal of difference. The puck is in the net, and the series is tied 2 games apiece. The final score, once again, the Islanders 3 and the Rangers 2.
And the stars from up here, Bobby Nystrom, for getting a winning goal and playing an excellent hockey game. Billy Smith and John Davidson.
Shots on goal, a total of 30 for the Rangers and 26 for the Islanders, and the final score in sudden death overtime, the Islanders 3 and the Rangers 2. You now saw the preceding telecast selected by Madison Square Garden Center Incorporated. This has been a presentation of Madison Square Garden Center Incorporated over the Madison Square Garden